I just want to take a minute to show you how to format an outline in the free online Word software you have. You can click on Office 365 here, or you can just log into your email and you'll find the same link to Office 365. So click that, and then you're looking for not your Outlook, which is your mail, but the Word document, which is up here. Just click New Blank Document, and then we're going to format, starting with, now sometimes this changes for me when I set my format or my font to Times New Roman, then I start typing and it quits on me. But do set it to Times New Roman. Let's just test it out. You're going to start with a heading, and the header is different. So the heading is that first page information where you have your name, then my name, then you have the class. Follow your class with the CRN, which you can find on the top right corner. So your number may not be this. Look at this number on your Blackboard shell. So you have to actually click in the class. Make sure you're always working in the Blackboard shell and not just on the general home page for Wallace State. Those having trouble finding assignments are usually not actually clicking in the shell and reading all the content there. Especially if you're taking online classes, I know it's a lot of reading, but you have to read every word that you see to know all the details you need to know to be successful. All right, after you have your class, then you need the date. So we start with the day, and then the month, and then the year. No commas in there, and then hit enter one time. And I want you to highlight what you already have. It looks like it is correctly spaced because in MLA format we double space, but it's really not. So highlight this, and we're going to, and even highlight where your cursor was when you hit enter one time. Let's change the line spacing. Now I'm going to just go quickly, so you need to follow each step by pausing the video to see what you need to do next. So pause the video, do the step, pause the video, do the step, so that you don't feel like you have to watch the video one time and then know how to do it. You really need to follow along by pausing the video and then playing again when you're ready for the next step. So I clicked here for spacing. Line spacing should be 2.0. Watch how it changes. Now that is too big, so the reason for that is we need to go back to line spacing, and you have to do it twice every time. Go back to line spacing. If one of these says remove, you should click it. So neither of those should say remove, and you can see how it changed. And if you did not see it, back up the video and watch again. So the next thing you want to do is center a title. I encourage you to go ahead and take a stab at a title. You could say, so if you are in an artistic field, that might be a title that you could use. After you have centered the title, you need to go back up here to text alignment and click left align. Now for your outline, you will click Shift and I. It starts with a Roman numeral 1, hit the period, and then space, and it's going to space over like that for you. Notice that this thing lit up for us, so we want to make sure that we're using that. We're going to come back to that. Your first paragraph is an introduction. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to hit tab because I want to give you the details of the introduction. Then when I hit tab, it showed me a lowercase a, and that's not correct for MLA format. So I'm going back up here where this was already lit up, and I'm going to click the uppercase, and it just changed it for me, and it will consistently keep that standard for me. So an introduction starts with a hook, and then you give some context or background, And then, I'm sorry, my cat is meowing. And then you end the introduction with your thesis statement. Then hit enter and then shift and tab to get the next Roman numeral. So for an outline, you have a main idea, the first main idea for the body, and that will be whatever aspect you want to start with. It might be pay. And then your 2 careers. So I might be a musician if I'm in the arts, or I might be a visual artist. Oops. And probably if you are in one of these 2 fields, you are thinking of, 2 that are in visual arts or 2 that are in music. So then I need to hit shift and tab to go back over. So I'm ready for main idea 2. Oops. And then it will continue like that until you have a full outline. So this is the full outline using 2 different careers. So make sure that you have the full outline done. Pause, go back, review, do each step along with me so that you have the Roman numerals done correctly, the spacing done correctly, the letters done correctly, and you're not going to just leave the 2 careers. I want you to actually put the quotations, the direct quotations from the Occupational Outlook Handbook that you're going to be using so that I can see if you are on the right track, if you've gotten your research done. So that's what the outline is going to be for here. Now, if you are including research as required, that means you need the works cited. So to do the page break, I'll go back to this document, go to Insert, Page Break, and I don't want Roman numerals there, so I just backspaced. I do want to center my title again. I'll go back to Home, go back here, and center the words works cited, and both words should be in capital letters because that's the way titles go. You should, for any title of anything, even an article, you should have it in capital letters. All right, and then I will do my works cited. I'm going to show you the sample again. I did not finish the works cited on this one. I just want to review with you the Occupational Outlook Handbook, how to search for it. So I'm just going to, it's a Yahoo search, and I'm typing in Occupational Outlook Handbook. And then when I find the Home tab for it, I just click it. For my sample that I am demonstrating, I am comparing forensic psychology and criminal justice, which are 2 excellent fields of study, degrees even that we offer at Wallace State. So take a look at those programs if you're interested. So I researched psychology. My other one was criminal justice. So I will look for the web page that gives me some of that information. So I'm going to click on police and detectives. Working in the FBI, I might be able to use those skills. In fact, one of the job skills, or one of the types of jobs that they offer, is working for the FBI. So I could say, what do they do? And it might give me some information about working for the FBI, which was sort of course, the topic that I was going for with the essay. So to put my works cited together, I use this for my title. So we'll show you. Now I have to decide which comes first. And police, PO, comes before PS. So this one will go before the one that I already had. So they should be in alphabetical order. And then I need to follow, it's the same website, so I'm going to follow that. And then that is in italics. The publisher sponsor is the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. That should not be in italics. Oops. I should look on the website at the bottom for, that should be a comma. I should look for the date back on the website, see when that was uploaded. Same date, so April 9th, 2021. So I'll go back to that. I have too many tabs open, don't tell. And then that should be a comma. I will paste the URL. How do you do that? Well, you click on the address, you click Control-C for copy, then you go back to your document and you hit Control-V for paste, and then put a comma, and then accessed. You can tell me your accessed date. If it's today, you put the day, and then whatever month it is, and then the year. And then end your source citation with a period. Now the other thing I need is a hanging indent. What if I don't have that? Oh, notice there's no extra space between these. It's all the same spacing. You should keep that. So for the hanging indent, I just highlight my sources, go back up here where I did the line spacing. So again, pause and do each step. Go back to paragraph options is one way to do it. And under special, under indentation, click hanging. Another way in that same section was to go to special indent, and I could have made it hanging that way. So that's probably a little easier actually. I'm going to need to always, if I'm using the online Word program, I will need to download a copy to my computer. It will not upload to Blackboard correctly if I don't. So I need to hit File, I need to hit Save As, download a copy, and use the Word document format. Download a copy, download a copy. If you're using a Mac, you'll need to use the PDF one. So you could go to File, Save As, Download as a PDF. Do not use ODT. That's not going to work in Blackboard. So download a copy. It landed right here, which is great. So when I go back to my link to upload, usually the links to upload an assignment are colored, and I'll click the link. And I can view the rubric, so I encourage you to always view your rubrics. See what points you might lose if you've forgotten something. And then, because mine downloaded to right here, I could drag it up here and it will show up. Or if it isn't right there, I can find where I saved it. So browse local files, and then you will find it in whatever you saved it to, probably in downloads, if you have just downloaded a copy. And then you'll click the thing you just downloaded, click open, and then it will show up there. Don't forget to hit submit. If you forget to hit submit, it won't be there. Mine was not saved because I was not in student view, so I don't have the page to show you where you look for it, but you will see it and it'll process for a little bit. So wait, be patient, make sure you've uploaded the assignment you intended to upload. And then if you did not upload the correct assignment, you'll know immediately and you can contact me right away so that we can figure out how to reset it. But if that's the case, you need to do that the day before the assignment is due. I may not get it the day, I might not get your email the day the assignment is due because I'll be in another class or helping other students, so I might not be able to react right away. So when you see a deadline date, think to yourself that it's really due the day before, just in case you run into any problems or have any questions. You are welcome to take the risk to turn it in on the deadline date, but you will, you're limiting yourself to the amount of help I can give you if you wait to the deadline date. All right, let me know if you have any questions.